Hi class, this is Miss Champagne, and today I'm going to teach you how to do Day 2 problem, page CC 52. It says, what is the perimeter of the composite figure to the nearest centimeter? Remember, composite just means a shape that has multiple shapes together. That's it. So what's the perimeter of the composite figure to the nearest centimeter? All right, and we see that we have a triangle here. We have a rectangle here. We have a half of a circle, which is called a semicircle. We have a semicircle here. And then it looks like we have another rectangle here. And the reason I know it's a rectangle, it looks like a square, but if you have different numbers, that means that it is a rectangle. So let's see how to solve it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start down here at the bottom, and let me grab a pen so that I can show that to you a little bit better. And I already know that this is 5 centimeters. So remember we talked about segments across from each other are the same length. So if from here to here is 5, then that means from here to here is 5. This whole line is 5. So I'm going to put 5 centimeters right here. If this is 4 centimeters, that means across from it is also 4 centimeters. Now when we look up here, we see that this whole line is 10 centimeters. So from here all the way to here is 10 centimeters. So that means if I take this and I'm lining it up, then if I go down here, and if I line up this side and I go down here, that means that this whole line is 10 centimeters. So this is going to be called our segment addition postulate. So I'm going to write it here, segment addition postulate, which is a fancy way to say that when I add these 3 line segments together, this piece plus this piece plus this piece should all add up to 10 centimeters. And we see here that we already have 5 centimeters. So that means that we need 5 more centimeters that we have to split into 2 equal parts. If I have 5 centimeters, then splitting that into 2 equal parts means that this would be 2.5 centimeters, and this side would be 2.5 centimeters. 2.5 plus 2.5 is 5, plus 5 is 10. So, and then when you look at the 10 centimeters, if you see a line here and a line here, that means that this side is equal to this side. So from here to here is equal to here, which would mean that this side is 5 centimeters and this side is 5 centimeters. Okay? So I have my smaller rectangle, all the numbers figured out here. Now we look at the triangle, because if we're trying to find perimeter, we have to find out when we add all these together, how many centimeters it is. So if I take out my triangle, I see that it is a right triangle because I see the little box in the corner, which means 90 degrees. This side is 5 centimeters. This side is 12 centimeters. Remember that with our triangle, we can do 3 things. Number 1, we can add all 3 sides together, and that is called the perimeter. We can find how much space is on the inside, and that is called the area. So we can find the perimeter, we can find the area, and we can also find out, in order to find the perimeter, we need to know the length of all three sides. If we don't know the length of all three sides, we can find out the length of this side by using the Pythagorean theorem. So the Pythagorean theorem tells us the length of those three sides. Put your earphones in. So Pythagorean theorem helps us find the length of sides, but it's for a right triangle only. It doesn't work with any other type of triangle. So we're going to use the Pythagorean theorem to solve this. Remember, this side is always C. It's always the longest side. This is side A because it's smaller, and this is side B. So Pythagorean theorem says side A squared plus side B squared equals side C squared. So I'm going to have 5 squared plus 12 squared is equal to C squared. This is 25 plus 144 is equal to C squared. So what is 25 plus 144? So right here we'll do 144 plus 25. That's a 9, that's a 6, that's 169. So we have C squared is equal to 169. When we take the square root of each side, we find out that C is equal to 13. Because 13 times 13 is 169. So this side is 13 centimeters. So we go back here to our triangle, we put 13 centimeters here. So whatever this side is also the same.